Hello everyone, Chris Campbell here in the clock shop this evening. We have a unique item that we're needing to make. So a customer has a pocket watch that is missing the balance cock screw. And the balance cock screw is exactly 6.2 millimeters. So what I have done is gone ahead and made a piece of steel stock. And this is an old piece of steel stock, so what we're going to do is measure for our new screw. This is the current thickness as the screw. So what I need to do is find the 62. Alright, so we need to find the 6.2. So that would be about right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to get a marker, and we're going to paint the entire section that we need. So this is 60 or 6.2. This blue marker will actually act as a blue dye, kind of like you see in machine shops when they're machining tools. So that's what this is for. Okay, so that's the piece that we need. And what we're going to do is true the face in the lathe. We're going to set a recess about halfway, and then we're going to thread using a small micro die set to the thread pitch, and then we'll cut it off right here and then put it into our jeweler's lathe and file a flathead slot so that we can use a flathead screwdriver. Alright, so I'm going to double check to be sure that that is the right measurement. So we'll put our piece here. And yes, so that is 6.5 or 6.2 millimeters. Okay. All right, so stay tuned. We'll put this in the lathe and use our grieving tool, or grieving tool as we call it. It's a cutting tool to cut the recess down to the diameter, and then we will thread it with our die and then cut it off. Here we go. Alright, so sorry about that. For some reason my battery kept dying, and I didn't realize it until I was looking at the screen that my battery had died, so I had to keep chopping it, and before I knew it, I had already done the work before the camera could record. So we're back at the workbench, and this is the new cut screw, and I'm going to show it to you if you can see it. So that's the threads, and if I turn it this way, you can see the flathead slot that we've cut. Okay, so now that we've faced it off, trued it, it should be 6.2 inches. So we're going to turn on our dial caliper and test it. So we'll open up the teeth and place the screw, and sure enough, it is 6.2 millimeters. Perfect. So this is just one of the items that we can do in shop. This is a pocket watch screw. So what we ended up doing was taking the raw bar stock. We cut this channel here, and then we used our die to thread this part here of the shaft. We left the part here for the movement, and then we faced off the front and the back, and then ended up putting a flathead slot there, as you can see, in the top to finish it off. So we have the ability to make pocket watch screws, and even clock screws. We can also do tapered pins, gartered pins, hex pins. So this is just one of the items that we can do in-house in our clock shop. So if you need any type of parts made for a pocket watch or a clock, come see us at Campbell's Antique Clock and Watch Repair, where we'll get your clock or watch back in time in no time. Have a wonderful evening.